You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, this is getting very interesting. And I got to be honest, it does not look like it's getting any closer. And I'm talking about the WNBA Players Union and the WNBA owners, a.k.a., in this case, NBA owners. They don't look like they're close to striking a CBA deal. And now a report has emerged on exactly how much money the league would lose if they decided to accept the recent proposal of the Players Union. And this is laughable. I can't believe the Players Union can turn this in and keep straight faces. And as it's heading now, I'm going to be honest. I'm starting to believe that the end of the WNBA, the end of the league, is now on the table. Because there's just no, when you look at the revenue loss, there's no point. What is the point of keeping this league going? This emerged last night from ESPN as negotiations between the WNBA and Women's National Basketball Players Association, Players Union, over a new collective bargaining agreement nears a January 9 deadline. The sides remain far apart on key issues. What a revenue sharing system should look like and what should be considered revenue and how to account for expenses. Boy, they're going to go out of business over this revenue sharing thing. If they're not willing to drop it, the league is over. It's over. Seriously. They're not going to get it. Multiple sources familiar with negotiations told ESPN on Wednesday that the WNBA is projecting that a recent proposal from the WNBPA, that's the Players Union, which would give players about a 30% of gross revenue and is believed to feature approximately a $10.5 million salary cap. Is that a joke? That can't happen. It would result in $700 million in losses over the course of the agreement. Such losses would jeopardize the league's financial health. No kidding. Be like putting a silver bullet in it. The sources said they would be more than the combined losses of the league and its teams in the first 29 years of existence. So over the course of whatever the agreement would be, 3 or 4 years, they would lose more money than they've lost in the last 29 years combined. The projection, sources said, was determined based on previously audited league financial information. But the union believes its revenue sharing model still puts the league in, quote, a profitable position. A separate source close to negotiations said and calls the league's projected loss figure, quote, absolutely false, citing a discrepancy in whether expansion fees are factored in. Hold on. Okay, we'll get to this in a minute. There's no way they can be this dumb. The league soon will grow to 18 teams. Portland and Toronto will debut in 2026. Cleveland, Detroit, Philadelphia recently paid $250 million each to join the league between 2028 and 2030. The league considers expansion fees a transaction that generates zero net revenue, as well they should. New teams are out the expansion fee but earn a fractional share of the future league revenue, while pre-existing teams get a portion of the fee but lose a fractional share of future league revenue. The union's proposal, meanwhile, accounts for expansion fees in its projections, seeing them as real money that still contributes to the owner's bottom lines. You players are idiots. You expect the league to just forever keep trying to expand? No. That's not the way pro sports work. The NFL hasn't expanded in how many years? 20? You can't count on expansion fees as part of the money you're going to get. My God. Hey, I'm going to keep it real. This is what you get when you got people running this thing that are profiting or involved with other competitive leagues to this league. I'm sorry, they're being self-serving here. Oh, if we can run the WNBA out of business, guess what? The Unrivaled's really going to take off. I'm going to tell you, those players better get together away from the committee, and they better vote Breonna Stewart and Ephesia Collier the hell out of this. They better get them out of there. Either way, the two sides remain divided on the nature of the next deal's revenue share model, sources told ESPN. The league has proposed a system where players would receive in excess of 50% of the net revenue, essentially defined as revenue after subtracting expenses. That's fair. They're saying whatever's left over, we'll give you 50% of it. What is wrong with that? A source told ESPN the last reported WNBA proposal from December 18th featured an uncapped revenue sharing component, a raise of a maximum salaries above $1.3 million and growing to nearly $2 million over the life of the deal. It's crazy. It's crazy. The average salary by the end of the deal would be $780,000 a year. They're making what, $120,000 on average now? The salary cap would be $5 million in the first year and grow with the revenue growth. That's fair. It would grow as the league grows. The league has previously said, in addition to substantially increasing salaries and other cost commitments, it wants to incentivize owners to continue to invest in operating the business. The WNBA tremendous growth in recent years provides an opportunity for the business to go from operating at losses to building sustained profitability. It goes on to talk about Nika Agumake and her comments. By the way, she's going to Project B. I mean, another potential competitor. More recently, as talks continued, the league has proposed a lower salary cap closer to $10.5 million. Multiple sources familiar with negotiations told ESPN. WNBPA staff regularly provides members with written and verbal updates on the status of ongoing negotiations with the leagues and teams. The WNBPA said in a statement provided to ESPN when asked about the document, the players remain fully engaged and focused on securing a transformative agreement that delivers a meaningful share of the revenue their labor creates. That, yeah, you're committed to sticking to your guns and putting the league right out of business. Who is advising these people? I mean, honestly, who are advising these people? This is unbelievable. That's unbelievable. They are content to have NBA owners continue to run this league and never turn a profit. They're good with that. Honestly, that's wild to me. That is wild. And you want to talk about not being able to relate to the working man or woman? I mean, because, normal people understand a business got to make a profit in order to stay in business. And out of sheer charity, these owners have kept this league afloat. If I'm them, and it's a hell of a position to be in because they got Caitlin Clark and they know the league can turn a profit with this media rights deal. And I said, Yeah, they're about to start turning a profit. Provided the players aren't unreasonable, even they can kill the value of the media rights deal to their business if their proposal is ridiculous. And this is ridiculous. Wow. My boy Ben Daniel would say this is nasty work. It's nasty ass work is what it is. I mean, who is in charge? And whoever it is, fire all of them. Adam Silver needs to step in right now and just say, ladies, this isn't going to happen. So, and I would give him a deadline, whatever, in February 28th. If you continue down this road, that is the day we are going to start a lockout. I don't know where this league is headed right now. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.